everybody. It's Justin with Defense Home and Roofing. We've been having a lot of high winds, some crazy storms, especially on the west side of San Antonio. So we had a customer call us, want us to come by and inspect the roof. They have some missing shingles, some obvious things. When we get up on the roof though, we find some things that maybe aren't so obvious to anybody else from the ground. So for example, everything on this roof looks okay from the ground. I mean, you know, the hail hits and stuff like that, you're not going to see that. But more importantly, you're not going to see creasing in your shingles from the ground. So as we get up here, we take a closer look. We're looking for wind, hail, obvious damages. But one thing that we see, it's really clear that there's going to be some problems, is this creasing, okay? So when we see this creasing on these shingles, we know that means what's happened is the wind has picked this shingle up, causing it to crease, and then put it right back down. So from the ground, looks like nothing's wrong, but from up here you see that that's no good. That's the first step that happens before this shingle actually breaks and comes off the roof. When we lift up this shingle too though, we see an even bigger problem, which is what we would call nail pull through. So what's happening is the wind is actually picking up these shingles and pulling them through the nails that are actually holding them down. And then once it happens to one, it kind of creates this domino effect. So you can see, I mean, I'm not prying these up. These are just loose. So the wind is picking these shingles up, and you see this right here. There's a hole right there where it pulled it right through that nail, put it right back down. Once these shingles start coming off, that's going to be a really big problem and possibly lead to some leaks in the future.